scratching an itch, literally. Welcome to assignment number 3, your international marketing assignment for BBB4M International Business. The purpose of this video is just to take you through the instructions for the project and some of the expectations, and just to walk you through the various steps. So for this one, you are the owner and franchisor of the largest, or one of the largest pizza chains in Canada, called the Pizza Cabin. This is fictional, so if you Google the Pizza Cabin and there's a place called the Pizza Cabin, or if you happen to own the Pizza Cabin, this in no way represents your organization. This is strictly a fictional scenario for the students of this class. So please don't sue me. I have a story that I might tell you one day. I'll actually tell you right now. I did a website assignment with some kids a few years ago where they had to pick a franchise they would like to bring to our town and then build a website on it and publish that website. Well, there was a burrito company that saw that website and thought someone was actually trying to bring that franchise to our town here in Quinte West. Our student, in his infinite wisdom, left his personal phone number on that fictional website assignment, and the franchisor called him and threatened to sue him. So I had to talk to the franchisor and say, hey, whoa, put the brakes on here. This is just an assignment that my grade 10 introduction to business class did, and this student would love to see your franchise, which, by the way, 7 or 8 years later is now in our town, not owned by my student, but a misunderstanding. So please, if you do own a pizza cabin, or if there's any such thing as a pizza cabin, this is not reflective of your wonderful organization. All right, back to our assignment. So you've probably already read it. You're a national success. You want to choose a company or a country to expand to internationally. So you're going to say, it's time to take the pizza cabin outside of Canada, outside of this wonderful country in our borders, and take it somewhere outside. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to choose a country. I don't want you to choose the U.S. The U.S. is a little bit too obvious and simple to do. So you cannot expand to the U.S. Choose another country. Choose a country in South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Oceania. Don't go to Antarctica because the population is 0. You won't be successful. So to start off the project, you're going to choose the country and just tell me a little bit about your country, a little introduction, and then some key economic data: GDP, GDP per capita, their unemployment rate, if you can find that, inflation, consumer spending data. Most of that you can find using the CIA fact book that we used on a previous assignment, or you can Google CIA fact book, and also your amazing research skills that you guys have shown throughout this course. So first part of the project, you're doing this. Second part, let's get into the marketing stuff. So firstly, give me some consumer profile. What's the demographic profile of a typical consumer in the country that you've chosen? So if you chose France, what might a typical consumer look like in France? And then what are their motivational profiles? So why do people buy in that country? And that's discussed in a note in this unit as well. So in more affluent countries, we often buy for status, we buy for self-esteem. What is, if you're moving to an affluent, a rich country, that might be the motivational profile, but take a look and then come up with what you believe to be the motivational profile in your chosen country. And then, not surprisingly, because we're just following the stuff we did in the note, you're going to talk about, would you use a centralized or decentralized marketing strategy? Would you use a push or pull strategy? And those definitions are in your notes. And then, would you actually go with an international brand acquisition or a brand development? So in this case, if you're expanding internationally, are you going to actually buy an existing chain in that country and market through them? Or are you going to introduce the fictional pizza cabin in the country of your choice, and why? So that's your marketing strategy. And then we're going to get into product, price, place, and promotion. For product strategy, I'd like you to come up with a signature pizza that represents or uses some of the local ingredients found in the country of your choice, and tell me a little bit about that pizza and why that would be an ideal signature pizza. Your pricing strategy, that we discussed 3 in this course: premium, discount, competitive. Tell me which strategy you would use to sell your pizza, and then give me a sample of how much you would charge. So for example, you're going to be a premium pizza place, and you're going to charge $30 for a large pizza. Boston Pizza, when you look at pizza prices, uses a more premium strategy when it comes to their product. So you might say, I'm going to use premium, and this is what I'm going to charge, or discount or competitive, whatever you choose is good with me. with a little bit of rationale as well. Why would you do that? The final two P's is play strategy. Don't just tell me the country, pick a city you want to expand to. So if you're doing France, maybe you want to go to Paris, and tell me why Paris would be an ideal place as your play strategy. And finally, your promo strategy. This isn't a marketing class, so I'm not expecting 7 pages of promotions, but what would you do to get consumers to know about the Pizza Cabin and also to be interested in buying? So what are some advertising ideas, sales discounts, social media, etc.? And here you can get a little bit more specific. So don't just say you would advertise. Maybe you would say you would advertise primarily on YouTube, and you would want promoted videos on YouTube for videos that people of our target market would watch. Sales discounts, maybe you're going to have like a Monday special, family special, whatever. And then for your social media posts, as a bonus, I'm saying not only can you discuss social media, but maybe you create a fictional Instagram post and you put that into your project and you show, if you're using Instagram, this is what you would do on Instagram or whatever social media platform you choose. Finally, our final note, are there any barriers to your expansion? Are there anything that would prevent you from being able to go into the country of your choice? And here I say cultural, economic, competitive. There may be some barrier there that you want to talk about. And finally, tell me why your country and your city is the proper country of choice for TPC to expand to. Now here's a fun little optional bonus for the cooks in the class. I want you to actually create your pizza. So not only are you doing your project, roll up your sleeves, wash your hands, and then create a pizza at home that is your signature pizza. So the example I gave in this project is if you're doing a Greek pizza that includes tomatoes, feta, black olives, actually make the pizza, take some pictures, throw it into your project, have some fun with it. I think that would be awesome. So if you're up for it and you're a cook and you're hungry, this is a great thing to do. And as a super bonus, I would say try to create your dough from scratch, because handmade dough is far better than the store-bought dough. But this is not a foods class, so I'll leave it at that. Now, how are we doing this? You're like, okay, Mr. Truas, this is really long, but what exactly are we doing here? I don't understand. Here, my friends, is what we're going to do. We're going to do a brochure this time. And I'm going to give you a tutorial. I'm going to use a program called Canva that I absolutely love. That's super easy to set up. So watch that tutorial and you'll see kind of how to set all this information up. But you can use a program of your choice. So if you're on a MacBook, maybe there's a publication program you like. There's Microsoft Publisher, which is a little bit old, but it works online. There's a program, used to be called LucidPress. It's called Marks now, which is really good. PictoChart's another great one. Or you can do Docs or Microsoft Word, your choice. So the software you choose is entirely up to you. I am going to do a tutorial on Canva just as an example of what you might consider. So be looking for that as well. And that's it. That's your assignment. So good luck. Have some fun with it as we discuss international marketing in this class. Okay, cheers. Talk to you soon.